And good morning, good evening, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We are back. Thank you, Yanis. Thank you very much. Finally, we had some technical problems, everybody. And good morning, good evening. We are back, as you can see. And good morning, good evening. Good yes, afternoon. We are back, everybody. We are back. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you very much. FXPassion some technical problems. Continue, right? Good morning, we are trading Japanese candlesticks. And Bullish and Bearish candlesticks. Yes, we are back, everybody. We are back. Everybody, give me a second. Thank you very much. FXPassion some technical problems. Continue, right? Good morning, we are trading Japanese candlesticks. And Bullish and Bearish candlesticks. Yes, we are back, everybody. We are back. Everybody, I send a Skype message to our boss, everybody. FXPassion some technical problems. Continue, right? Good morning, we are trading Japanese candlesticks. Alright. And Bullish and Bearish. Okay, let's continue. Everybody. Yes, we were away for what? 6 months? Message to our boss. 7 months? Right? Long time. Alright. Bullish and Bearish. Okay, let's continue. Yes, we were away for what? 6 months? Message to our boss. And they were going to resume our course. Long time. We were talking about candlestick formations. Okay, let's continue. Something new on the right here. And we were going to resume our market and the market and okay, let's continue. Something new on the right here. And we were going to resume our market and the market and okay, let's continue. Something new on the right Done. Better? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, boss. Better? It is going in loop with hundreds of voices. Better? Sound check, sound check. Still a loop, everybody? Let me see, let me ask here on Skype. Better? Problem solved? Sound check, 1, 2, 3, sound check. Yes, okay, thank you very much, fixed, thank you very much, thank you very much. Okay, everybody, so one more time, right? Trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way. The MST, what is the MST? M stands for the market. I will set the notification and then be off, thank you very much. S stands for the strategy and T stands for the trader. Trading is a learnable skill. When we learn, it's not if, right? But when? When we learn in the correct way about the market, about the strategy and about the trader, what the champion traders say. Champion traders say, I'm not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And of course, this is a quote from Mark Douglas. And I have my own quote here: when the market scares you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. What is the right thing to do? Learn the correct way, right? Learn about the modules. And remember, 90% of traders still today, 2021, lose money in the forex market worldwide. Okay, technology is speeding up. Technology is getting better and better and better to the point that we have auto Fibonacci's, okay, but still 90% of traders lose money in the forex market worldwide. Risk disclaimer: the webinars are not investment or trading advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And for homeworks or questions, you have my Gmail contact and my Skype contact, and you can follow me also on TradingView. That being said, everybody, let's go into the charts, right? Let's open a chart like, whoops, not this one, and let's start, continue with our course. Okay, it was not this one, sorry about that. Trend finder, no. Where is AUD cat? There you go. And step by step, right? So homework for you, everybody, try to review the lessons. Okay, homework for everybody. Okay, homework, let's write this down. Homework, please, I'm asking you, please review the past lessons. Okay, please review the past lessons. Okay, refresh the ideas, refresh the memory. All right, question: where should I start? Well, if you have time, everybody, please review from the lesson number 1. Okay, go back to the Dukascopy YouTube webinar page and review the lesson starting from lesson number 1. What is market structure? Okay, now just to review, just to refresh our mind, our brain, talking about candlestick formations. So concepts. Okay, we have a few concepts that we learn. Concepts. Number 1, candlestick formations are patterns. Candlestick formations on the higher time frames are patterns on the smaller time frames. Number 2, we are using CF, candlestick formations, for entries, if you want, for entries, right? And number 3, the market is going to retest the candlestick formations about approximately 80% of the time. So when the market goes against you, don't freak out, right? Forex course 101, this is for the beginner trader, everybody. Okay, so this is the arrow. I missed the arrow. I missed my arrow. This is the arrow. Transparency. Yes, we were away for 7 months. We had some projects, new ideas, so we were back, right? No, I'm not I'm not leaving you, don't worry. Okay, so homework, please review the past lessons, concepts about the candlestick formations. Candlestick formations on the higher time frames are patterns on the smaller time frames. What kind of patterns? Could be a crown, could be head and shoulder, could be the short-term trend. Okay, candlestick formations on the higher time frames are patterns on the smaller time frames. Okay, so we are refreshing what we learned before. So on the weekly chart, right, if we have one weekly chart, we have one bearish candle, and just an example, right, just an example, and The next candle, it's a doji. Let's make it bigger. The next candle, just an example, the next candle, it's a doji. Okay, and the next candle on the weekly, it's a bullish candle. Background color green. The next candle, it's a bullish candle. So candlestick formations on the higher time frames are patterns on the smaller time frames. Okay, so we have a bearish, just an example, weekly chart. We have a bearish candle, we have an indecision candle, then we have a bullish candle, engulfing bullish on the weekly, just an example. So candlestick formations on the higher time frames are patterns. So on the 1 hour chart or the 15-minute chart, we could see something like this graphically, right? You know? Okay, so this is number one concept that we should learn as a trader: candlestick formations on the higher time frames, right? If you have a whole body bearish candle and it's a weekly candle, this means that on the lower time frames, maybe not daily, right? We learned how time frames interact. So from the weekly, this could be the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 15-minute chart. We were in a downtrend. You know, indecision candle, maybe we were sideways, right? And then finally a bullish candle from the weekly, from the monthly. Of course, on the smaller time frames, this would represent an uptrend, right? So please review the past lessons. Why? Because bullish, bearish candlestick formations, you know, are a great tool, if you ask me, okay, for swing traders and day traders too, right? Day traders, intraday traders. If you have a bullish candle on the daily, what does this mean for a day trader or an intraday trader? Or a scalper, right? Or bearish candle, you know? So candlestick formations on the higher time frames are patterns on the smaller time frames, number one. Number two, we are using candlestick formations for entries. Why? Well, because of number one, right? And number three, the market is going to retest, so number two and three are connected. So if I'm going to enter with this candlestick formation, just an example, the market is going to retest the candlestick formation about approximately 80% of the time. So when the market goes against you, don't freak out. Do you want a pair Euro New Zealand? Euro New Zealand, beginner traders, number 1, 2, 3. How many times Euro New Zealand was up and down and finally went up and broke the channel and reversed and went back down? Euro New Zealand, right? So any questions so far, everybody? Don't be shy, don't be scared, you know, type in the chat. Do you have any questions? Do you agree? Maybe somebody of you don't agree, you know, type in the chat. We are here to learn, okay? Nobody's perfect, right? Trading is a game of probabilities. There is no right or wrong. Okay? So trading Japanese candlestick, bullish and bearish candlestick formation in multiple time frames. Okay, now here is the kicker. Let's change colors, custom theme, not this one. There you go. So let's go on Euro New Zealand, right? We talked about Euro New Zealand. Daily chart. See everybody? Euro New Zealand. And if you go on the monthly chart, how many of you, everybody, did lose? Swing traders, day traders, intraday traders, how many of you did lose on Euro New Zealand, right? Me, you know, FXPassion, I had a few losing trades, so don't tell me, no, not me, not me. You know, we are here to learn, we are here to be honest, we are here to introspect everybody, you know. I had a few losing trades in here, you know. How come, aren't you FXPassion? Well, yes I am, but look in here. From the monthly chart, lower low, right? It doesn't matter, intraday, day trader, scalper, swing trader, you know. It depends on the strategy and style, you know. But Euro New Zealand is still short term, I'm talking about the smaller time frames, is still extremely challenging, right? And we learned in the previous lessons, in the very beginning, that there is a market behavior that it's not tradable. And looks like, you know, this is happening right now. Let me arrange the transparency, something like this, transparency. You know, Euro New Zealand, extremely challenging. It also, in my opinion, it's going to be a money maker, because I believe this market, it's supposed until the end of the year is going to break up. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, we don't have the crystal ball, but this is what I'm seeing from the Fibonacci's and the analysis and everything, long term. But you need to do your homework, everybody. So trading Japanese candlestick, bullish and bearish candlestick formation, right? So we have the 4 time frames and text. Left corner up is going to be the, whoops, edit label. Left corner is going to be the monthly chart. Down left is going to be the weekly chart. Right up corner the daily chart, and as always, right left corner is going to be the 1, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, right? Now on the monthly chart we have a down structure, down trend, down market wave, but we have some kind, not perfect one, but we have some kind of a bullish candle, not the perfect one. I need to do it like this and transparency like this, right? We have a bullish candle with the wick, let me see, something like this. Okay, so let's make it bigger, right? So it's clear that it's a bullish candle, and from the weekly chart we're going to have something similar, maybe a little bit different, right? So this is the monthly chart. Maybe from the weekly chart we are going to have something like this. Right, let me see here, and come on. Okay, so this would be the bullish candle first, and then we have some kind of not the perfect one, but some kind of a bearish, right? Now from the daily chart concept, right? Candlestick formation on the higher time frames are patterns on the smaller time frame, right? So from the daily chart we have more waves and everything, but then maybe we have something like this from the daily chart, and then we have something like this, and then we have the bearish candle, right? Something like this. And where are we here? This is going to be the wick of the bearish candle, right? background color red. In here too, background color red, right? And from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, we have an uptrend, right? We have an uptrend. We have an uptrend, and let's say that we have what? Undecision candle? Maybe, right? Let's say that we have an undecision candle in here. Just an example, right? So something like this. Akalanta, hello, how are you? Koji, hello. So here is the question, everybody. How are we going to trade this? How are you going to trade this? Koji, what do you think? 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, long or short? Don't be shy, everybody. This is a lesson, okay? We are here to learn. There is no right or wrong. There are no stupid questions. But this is what we see, right? So we are seeing a monthly chart with the bullish candle, right? We are seeing the weekly chart with some kind of bearish candle, maybe not the perfect one. We are seeing a bearish candle on the daily, and we are seeing an undecision candle on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. How are you going to make money out of this, everybody? There is no right or wrong. We are here to learn. What do you think? What would you say? Long or short? Type in the chat, everybody. You can say long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. You can say short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. You can type in the chat, I have no idea. It's a fair answer. Why not? You know, I'm a beginner trader. This is my first time with Dukascopy webinars. Maybe I don't have a clue, right? I don't know. Fair answer. Why not? So, and here is the question, right? Again, let's refresh some concepts. Concept, extremely important. Concept, extremely important. Number one, the higher time frame controls the price movement of the smaller time frames. Okay? Concept, the higher time frame controls the price movement of the smaller time frames, right? Number two, trading is a probability game. For the lack of a better word, it's not a game, it's a profession. In this sense, going long or short on any time frame, where is the better / higher probability? What do you think? Okay, number one. Number two, so concept, the higher time frame controls the price movement of the smaller time frame. And number two, trading is a probability game. In this sense, going long or short on any time frame, right? You can choose to say, okay, let's short the market on the daily chart because of the daily bearish candle. So trading is a probability game, not a game. It's a job, it's a profession. In this sense, going long or short on any time frame, where is the better, higher chance of winning? Where is the higher probability? What do you think? Don't be shy, everybody. What do you think? Oh, I don't want to put anything in the chat. Why? If I'm wrong. You are going to be wrong a lot, believe me. Believe me, professional traders, and I know, I'm not going to say a few, I know a lot of them. Professional traders in the Forex market are wrong 50% of the time. Some of them are 60% of the time they are wrong. Yeah, it's true, some of them are wrong 40% of the time, right? So if you're thinking as a student trader, oh, I'm not going to say, you know, what if I'm wrong? You're going to be wrong anyway, believe me. Okay? So let's try to learn here. Tari, what do you think? Long or short? Stoyan, what do you think? Long or short? Or the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Or maybe the daily chart? Teacher Koji, what do you think? Long or short? No, I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to give you an answer right now, right? I want you to learn, everybody. You need to learn how those charts interact. Okay? Do you want to make money? You need to learn. You know, if you're a scalper on the 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, if you're a day trader on the 1 hour chart, 30-minute chart, if you're a swing trader on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, if you're a long-term swing trader on the 4 hour chart, maybe the daily chart, you need to learn this. Yeah, right, you can reject what we are teaching you, you can accept what we are teaching you, but, you know, I'm always telling everybody, be proactive, you know, be pro-learning. Yeah, I don't like this or I don't agree with this, cool, but just learn, right? You don't need to use everything, everybody. Okay? So I have an answer on the other streaming platform, you know, long on the 4 hour chart, right? Long on the 4 hour chart. Question: teacher, why would you go long if we have a bearish candle on the daily? Tari, short on the 4 hour on the next counter trendline break. Thank you very much, Tari. Tari, you are the teacher. Boss, why go short in an uptrend? Fair question, right? So we didn't break, let's make it like this, right? We didn't break the counter trend line. Okay. Teacher Tari, short on the 4 hour. Why would you short an uptrend? Right? And again, this is something that we learned. We learned, everybody, already. I'm just trying to refresh your mind. Right? We learned that the market can break the short-term or the aggressive trend line, or it can break the long-term trend line, but still, we are in an uptrend. Daily down retracement. Sure, but the daily it's making higher highs, higher lows, right? Everybody, what do you think? So the daily it's like this, right? Making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then it starts making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, something like this, right? And trend line, you know, trend line, maybe the market it's like this, right? This would be an example of the market speeding up, something like this, right? So we would have here another trend line, and then the market would break this trend line, right, and make a not yet a lower low. No, I'm not saying that that is wrong, everybody. I'm just asking questions, you know. And remember, everybody, here the lesson today, it's candlestick formations. Candlestick formations. Okay? So one more time, teacher Tari, boss, why are we shorting an uptrend? Oh, but it's a down retracement. Yes, sir, but still the market's making higher highs, higher lows. How many of you, everybody, lost in this kind of setups? I'm going to show you one. It's NZD-CAD, NZD-CAD, NZD-CAD daily chart, NZD-CAD daily chart. Just an example, right? So this would be one trend line, and of course we don't know the future, right? But this would be the case. An example, right? So let's short the market in here. The market broke the trend line, the counter trend line. This is a counter trend line break. Bearish candle on the daily and undecision on the 4-hour chart. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So talking about candles, right? But still, I'm a student, I'm confused. I'm a student and I'm confused, everybody. Why? Because I need to short the market based on the candles, but I'm seeing an uptrend. Right? So I'm scared. And I'm scared because I short the market on NZD-CAD daily chart. Right? I short the market in here on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, whatever chart, right? And if I was not skilled enough, you know, I lost in here. Just an example. Or even better here, you know, the market, oh, I didn't enter here, but I entered here. The market broke the trend line. It's a closed body candle on the other side, or this one, right? This was tricky here too. Closed body candle, right? If I would short the market in here on any time frame, I would lose. Broke the trend line, right? Or no, everybody, I'm not saying that Tari is wrong, I'm just asking questions as a student. Or if I would enter in here shorting the market, what would happen? This is the daily chart. If I was a day trader, short-term swing trader, scalper, if I entered at the wrong time, what would happen? Maybe not the long-term swing traders, but the short-term, right? I would lose. And now I'm coming to FXPassion Dukascopy webinar, and the guy is asking me what you're going to do. So Tari said in bearish candle on the daily and undecision. Yes, sir. But shorting the market because of those two, you know, are you comfortable? I mean, what is the probability, right? Is anybody in here who is saying no, let's go long? Does anybody has courage to go long? You can say, let's go long. I would say, sure, why not? There is an uptrend, right? Retest 80% of the time. Okay, everybody, so this is the answer, okay? This is the answer. This is the answer. Multiple time frames, and it's a concept on how to think. Okay, it's not about just candlestick formations. It's about every single tool that we are using. Okay, so the higher time frame controls the price movement on the smaller time frame. So we need to learn from the monthly chart first. And now we're talking about analyzing the market, right? We are not talking about trading. We are moving from trading to analyzing charts. So what is the monthly chart telling you long term and short term? Long term being the blue wave, short-term being the candle. Okay, it's a way on how you think, beginner traders. Okay, so probabilities. Okay, so we are not going to trade based on what we think. We are going to trade based on facts. Oh, I like that, right? We are going to trade based on the facts, not based on what we think. Oh, I like that. Me too. And this is what we need to learn, you know, trade based on the facts, right? So, text in here. Monthly chart first. Okay. What is the long-term probability and what is the short-term probability? Blue being the long-term view, the candle being the short-term direction. So, and we need to divide this, right, into long and short. Long-term view, okay, and short-term view. So, long-term, and we learned that every currency pair and every time frame has the long-term view and the short-term view, right? I'm asking you, please review, rewatch the lessons. Short-term view, short-term view. Okay, we were away for 7 months. Okay. Tari says short-term, long-term, long-term. So short, long-term, long, short-term. Very good. Excellent. Monthly chart, long-term, short, and short-term long, right? Very good, excellent. What about the weekly chart, Ari? See everybody what we are doing here? We are not trading. We are not going to trade based on, oh, what I think, or what, oh, this market is going to push up, or this market is going to push down. We don't have the crystal ball. But we are going to analyze the facts. You know, and then we are going to summarize the probabilities. This is a way of how you think. It has nothing to do with charts. We are using charts, but it's a way of the mind process. Hopefully not too complex. Okay, Tari, what about the weekly chart? Weekly chart, what is the long-term view? What is the short-term view? Again, long-term view being the blue wave, short-term view being the candles or candlestick formations. Same on the weekly. No, sir. Weekly chart. Long-term view, the blue one, yes, is down. Short-term view, this candle in here, the red one, it's not bullish. Everybody, pay attention, this candle is bearish. So, short-term view on the weekly is down. Okay, Tari? Look at this candle in here, it's red. Okay, bullish it's green, bearish it's red. Look at the size of the body, look at the size of the wick of the candle. Okay? Monthly, it's bullish, yes sir. Weekly, it had a bullish. The first one was bullish, but the second one is bearish. Okay? One monthly candle is made of 4 weekly candles. 1 month has 4 weeks. Okay? Now, what about the daily? What about the daily? It's a tricky question. What about the daily? Okay? It's a tricky question, and you are going to understand the tricky question on USD CAD. USD CAD weekly chart. Just an example. You know, USD CAD weekly chart. right? Long or short? Or USD CAD daily chart, long or short? Long term? See everybody, if you don't learn how to understand the market, you know, we can make a profit time to time, right? Because of the random distribution, but making money consistently month after month after month, living from the market, it takes a little bit more time, right? And a little bit more spatial intelligence. Okay, this is USD CAD daily chart, and here you are looking at the theory, it's the example. So Tari and everybody else, daily chart, what would you say it's the long-term view, and the short-term it's the candle? What do you think? Don't be scared, don't be shy everybody, there is no right or wrong, right? We are here to learn. Okay? Tari is an advanced student, you can ask him. Okay? It takes some time. And remember everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. So what would you say? What is the trade what you see, right? We are talking about facts. What is the long-term view, in your opinion, on the daily chart? Long-term view being the blue one, and the short-term view being the candle. There is no right or wrong. Okay? And again, you can accept what we are teaching you, you can reject, you can say, oh, I don't agree with you, passion, you know, I don't, whatever. Okay, not a problem. It's a tricky one, right? Why? Because our brain, oh my gosh, what should I say, right? Because our brain, beginner traders, and this is normal, welcome to the club, our brain is seeing this, and at the same time our brain is seeing this. Talking about the blue line, right? And now I'm asking you, what is the long-term view on the daily chart? You can say, well, the blue line long-term view is short, it's down. Or you can say, well, the long-term view, the blue line, long-term is it's up, you know. Or you can say, well, I don't know, I have no idea. You know, I'm confused. You know, I'm seeing a downtrend, blue lines in here, and then I'm seeing an uptrend in here, and I have no idea how this market is going to go. Well, it's a probability game, right? Sometimes we are going to win, sometimes we are going to lose. Sometimes we are going to be correct, sometimes we are going to be not correct. Sometimes we are going to be wrong, right? Hello Heraldo, how are you? Heraldo, what is the long-term view in your opinion on the daily chart? Long-term view being the blue line and the short-term view being the candle. So we are trying to get to the answer today, everybody. Where is the greatest probability on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Based on the higher time frame controlling the smaller time frame, and based on the long-term view and the short-term view. Clarifying that this is a probability profession. Okay? What does this mean? This means that we can do everything and anything in the correct way. We can analyze the market in the correct way. We can trade the market in the correct way, and we can still lose. Oh my God! You know, no, we didn't do anything wrong. It's a probability profession. On the other side, beginner traders, we can do everything wrong. We can go against the market, enter in the worst possible time, talking about probabilities, and we can win. And this is why this profession is so challenging. It takes time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years to understand and to learn, right? Okay, we need to speed up, everybody. We have 10 more minutes or less. So answer, what is the long-term view from the daily? Up or down? You know, I clarify that the long-term view is the blue one, okay? So answer, the long-term view on the daily, it's up. Okay, oh, but it's in a down retracement. We are not talking about the market wave. Pay attention, don't mix apples with bananas. Okay, and the short-term view, the short-term being the candle from the daily, is down. Okay, now 1 plus 1 plus 1, and we're talking about direction, not timing. We're talking about direction. Should we go long or short? Look at the matrix. Should we go long or short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Daily short, long term, and long short term with bearish candle. It's the other way around, Tari, don't worry, okay? Tauri, talking about the market wave, your answer would be correct, but we are not talking about the market wave, okay? We're talking about the blue lines and the candle. Okay, you can leave your answer, not everybody, come on, you know? There is no right or wrong, we are here to learn. Okay? Passion, what are you saying? I'm saying that there are 1,000 ways to look at the market. Okay, so the long-term view from the daily, not talking about the market wave, but talking about the blue line, the market on the daily chart, it's making higher highs, higher lows, not lower lows, lower highs anymore. Okay, what if the blue is the wave? Okay, we didn't say anything about the blue is the wave or is the short-term trend. We just said, okay, the blue it's like this is what you see. Okay, so fact, on the daily time frame, not to get too confusing, on the daily time frame, are we in an uptrend on the daily, yes or no? Everybody, are we in an uptrend on the daily, yes or no? Look at the blue lines. Passion, this is confusing. Okay. Monthly chart, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Let's make it simple, everybody. Simple question, not get into the debate of long-term, short-term. Just look at the chart. Are we in an uptrend or are we in the downtrend on the monthly? Downtrend, yes sir. Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend on the weekly? Trade what you see. Trade or make decisions based on facts. Are we in an uptrend or are we in the downtrend on the weekly? Downtrend, correct. And the daily, now this is our brain, okay, and it's normal. Don't judge yourself, don't be too harsh on yourself. Our brain is going to see two different visuals. Now here am I, you know, being harsh with you. Trade what you see. Are we in a downtrend or are we in an uptrend on the daily? Oh yes, but simple question, I want a simple answer. Okay, this is the challenge that we as beginner traders have looking at charts. Trade what you see. Daily chart, are we in a downtrend or are we in an uptrend? Uptrend, correct. Oh yes, but the market was. Yes, we were in a downtrend. Market making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. But then, are we still making lower lows, lower highs, and low? No, right? We are making higher highs, higher lows. Uptrend, exact. And this is why here, the long-term view, it's up. Okay. Oh yes, but the market wave. Nobody is talking about the market wave. Don't mix apples with bananas. This is a skill, everybody. Okay. It's challenging in the beginning because we are mixing stuff. We are mixing technicals. We are mixing different tools. Okay. Focus. Candlestick formation today. This is the matrix. And because we are seeing the long-term view is down and the short-term view is up. On the weekly, it's down, and on the daily, it's up and down. Where is the greatest force? We're not talking about timing. It's not the right time to enter. As Tari said, well, wait for a counter trend line break, wait for a trend line to break. But we should be, okay, we should be short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Not yet. Okay, not yet. But when the market changes direction based on the facts that are in here, we should go short. Any questions? So Tari, Tari, you were correct in the beginning, right? Tari said short on the 4 hour of the next counter trend line break. Congratulations to you, you were correct. But a big part of learning, everybody, is we need to explain, you know, if you want to move from the unconscious incompetence to the conscious competence, then you need to explain how this stuff works. Okay? And watch this lesson a few times. Don't be so naive to think, you know, oh, I'm going to watch one day or one lesson and I'm going to learn. Okay, everybody? Now, before we finish, as always, right? What is the next level if you want? Okay, next level number 1, if you want quicker results and not waste 2, 3, 4 years to figure out the market, ask for private lessons of the Forex course 101. Time is an issue, why would you waste it? Number 2, remember the 101 course is the analyst part. If you want to learn how to be a trader, then you need to learn about the 202. Some of you have been around the block for 2-3 years or more and you are not making it. This course is a must. Why? Because we are not stupid, right? But yeah, we lack some specific knowledge, right, Ari? There is some specific professional traders think different than analysts, yeah, you know? Not judging anybody. If you prefer coaching or mentorship, ask for it. I will show you the way you must do the work. And number 4, if you want to get funded and trade for a regulated asset manager or hedge fund, ask for incubation. Okay, that's all for me for today. Nice to be back, everybody. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. Tari, you're a great teacher. Thank you. You're a great student. Okay, everybody, stay strong.